stress management with essential oils, and we're going to cover some of the anxiety as well. I'm here co-hosting with my dear friend Kim Hess. But for those that do not know me, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Gabriela Fernandez, and I'm a yoga instructor. But I have to say that I suffer from burnout. So I want to say I'm a burnout survivor. And yoga saved my life because when I was going through my burnout, yoga is what taught me, gave me the opportunity to have a little bit more grounding and come back into a different lifestyle. And I am an expert in holistic wellness with essential oils and a lot of fun stuff that we do. And my brand is called Do Yoga Be Happy. So that is part of my story. You want to share your story, Kim?
I would love to. My name is Kim Hess, and I am a sailing yogini. And what that means is I am also a yogini, and I've been a yoga instructor for 25 years this month. Actually started in January 2000. Can you believe that? And I'm also a sailor, boat captain, which comes with its own level of stresses. It's different kind of stress, but it's still very stressful. I'm also a holistic empowerment coach, and because my yoga instruction has evolved into a deeper, more personal level, I'm only teaching private yoga now. And when I chose to partner with doTERRA, I really brought in that holistic, looking at the whole body with the supplements and using the oils and the whole thing, and realizing that we need it all. We've got to look at the whole being in order to empower ourselves. And I'm also a bird mama. I just put my baby to bed, so he won't be bothering us for the evening. And my experience with oils and the supplements, what got me out of it, I was in a narcissistic abusive relationship for about 10 years. And I used the word escaped back in 2019. So actually, what is today? Today's the 29th. 6 years ago to this day, I left him. And I was living in such chronic stress that once I left and I got into an apartment on my own, I couldn't get out of bed for 3 months. My anxiety levels were so high. And then when I was able to get out of bed, I still couldn't leave my apartment because of the panic attacks. And so that's what the chronic stress can lead to. And it wasn't really until I started on doTERRA supplements and using oils every day, and that I was able to balance out the systems in my body and become a thriver and move on with my life. So I'm so grateful for doTERRA for that.
Yeah. Aren't we grateful for doTERRA? So the objective today is identify what is stress and anxiety, identify natural remedies, why essential oils work, and how we can get your oils. So, Kim, you want to go?
Well, this image right here just kind of, to me, represents what it feels like when you're in that anxious, stressful, it's like everything's just kind of being thrown at you all at once. And it's chaos in the brain, chaos in the mind.
Yeah, and I love the fact of all of those feelings that they come into all that big word of stress. It can cause into pain in your body. You can feel exhausted, sadness, depression, frustration. It can affect your career, your home, your relationships, headaches. It can be, mental fatigue. It can be everything, right? It can be financial. It can be, financial stress. It can be burnout. It can be this feelings of desperation, negativity. You can have all of this, on the right side, I'm just seeing, the side effects of like, feeling your body in harm, you feeling a heart attack, you can get a stroke, you can have, hormonal disruption, you can have lack of sleep, you can have ulcers in your stomach, you can have so much that goes on with that, right? Inflammation, fatigue, uh, age sooner, um, so much. Your immune system goes to the floor, unhappiness. I mean, so much can be caused by stress. And what I want to highlight is that we're living in such a fast pace that we're not even realizing that stress has been normalized and that we are just like living with it in some levels that we just like go with it. And sometimes it's higher and higher, and we're just keeping the head afloat. And it's like, until when are we going to take control of this situation? What can we do to control it before it starts really damaging our body physically? A part of our mental situation.
And this,
So, yeah, you go.
I was just gonna say, you can't, on my screen anyway, the word stress at the top is covered up by one of the black boxes, but there's stress on the left, anxiety on the right. And it shows how stress can be short term. And then as it goes on and on and on, and the different symptoms of stress, whether it's low grade or high grade, moodiness, irritability, anger, loneliness, dizziness, nausea, anxious thoughts, general unhappiness, all of this. This is in response to a recognized threat. So this is what we live with sometimes on a daily basis, depending on our careers and our relationships and in our health. And the longer that goes on, the more chronic the stress becomes. It can turn into or kind of morph into anxiety and chronic anxiety. And it may not have an identifiable trigger. It's like when I know for myself, when I've experienced anxiety, I actually had anxiety yesterday for no reason. You can't pinpoint it. You can't put your finger on what's causing this. And it's just this restlessness, the just tension, like always this nervousness. It's really weird. If you haven't experienced anxiety, it's kind of crazy. And physically, with both of them, you get your faster heartbeat, breathing, and digestive issues as well.
Yeah, yeah. Panic attacks. So let's talk about what is that stress. The stress, it's our body's natural, response, and that challenges or demands, right? And it triggers, the body in a physical level, in emotional level, or in a mental reaction, right? But short-term stress, it can be beneficial for the body because it can help us to be focused, to be, obviously motivated to accomplish things like short periods of stress. But chronic stress can be very negative and impact the overall health, I was saying, So the common symptoms can be persistent headaches or tense muscles. I mean, a lot of us tend to hold a lot of the stress into our shoulders, like really we're carrying somebody in our shoulders, or as yoga teachers that we are, we know that we hold a lot of the emotions in our hips or lower back, right? Obviously, difficulty to sleep and feeling very fatigued. The increase of irritability, swing, or mood swings. Obviously, everything is, bothering us. The trouble of concentration or memory issues, it's like not having the ability to concentrate or not remembering the things that you need to do. Digestion problems, obviously nausea, bloating, stomach pain, inflammation, and rapid heartbeat or high blood pressure, that a lot of people are having that and they don't know what's going on. Changes on appetite, overeating, or the loss of appetite. I know that for me, it is that when I start getting nervy, I start going into the overeating without any reason. I just start to go through the food that is in front of me. and I just start like nonstop. It's like there's no empty stomach. I mean, there's no bottom to my stomach. It's like I just continue to go for that.
And what causes anxiety? So anxiety is that body's response to perceived stress or danger, or that it's that chronic stress that we talked about a couple of slides ago, where it's that underlying stress, but we might not be able to pinpoint it. And when it's chronic, it really affects the nervous system because it keeps us in a state of overdrive, or a state of fight, flight, or freeze. And I am one of the freezers. When I get into that, I just freeze. I shut down. That's why I was in bed for 3 months. You've got the nonstop racing thoughts, can't breathe well, again, the muscle tension, digestive issues, can't sleep, but then you're fatigued and so tired. And of course, the panic attacks, which feels like you're having a heart attack if you've never had one. It's quite scary.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So, but we're here to focus into what are the natural solutions that can break you free from anxiety and stress. And we know that meditation can help into that. It's been well known that meditation and breath work, right? Practice of breathing can help into that. Connecting with nature, going back into, connecting to the trees, connecting to, we're here in Miami, the beach, you're in the mountains to the mountains, get back to grounding, is well known. But also something that is really important, the foundational wellness that we need is motivation, it is movement, and it's having a smart supplementation that is going to keep your body in the optimal nutrition level, that is going to bring you back into the homeostasis level. And of course, the essential oils that we are big fans and we love them.
So, aromatherapy, and how does it work? So, our olfactory nerves, our olfactory system, is directly connected to the limbic system in the brain. The limbic system houses all of our emotions and memories, all of that part of our brain. And so, as we inhale the scents, the aromas, it goes directly into that area, which stimulates different emotions and different memories. And we've all had that time where we smell something and it brings back a memory, right? Like you smell, I don't know, chocolate chip cookies and it reminds you of grandma, or whatever it is. Or pine reminds you of Christmas. So we all have those memories, and that's why it works. And I have to share a cute little story. I was sharing this information last night. I was at an ecstatic dance here in Boise, and I shared that. And there was a boy there, a mom had brought her son, and he was probably 11 or 12. And we had taken a break, and he was out there, and he was talking to his mom, and he's smelling some of the oils that I had there. And he goes, Mom, it's like the nose is connected to the brain. Isn't that cool?
Oh, so sweet.
And he's just like, that is so cool. And he's sitting there, and I'm just kind of overhearing at first, listening to him explain this again to his mom, but in his own language. It was just, he was so amazing. Such an amazing kid. So that's how the aromatherapy works, because it is a direct connection from the olfactory nerves to the limbic system.
So, and what are essential oils? Essential oils are the highly concentrated plant extracts obtained from flowers, leaves, bark, seeds, and resins. And these natural compounds, they can be used in a therapeutical with the properties of the plant, and it offers us, very powerful support to the body and to the mind. And they have been used for centuries. And essential oils can promote either a relaxation or boost your immune system or balance your emotions or support your overall health. We can be talking about this for hours, you know. As we know, we have oils for everything, for digestion, for the bone ache, for the tooth, for everything. But let's be clear, not all essential oils are created equally. Quality, purity of all the oils is what determines their effectiveness and their safety. Many oils are being diluted and adulterated, and we don't know what they put in those substances. Is that we always want to highlight, do not ever buy doTERRA essential oils in Amazon because there is a way to just change the lead and alter and adulterate the product. Purity, ensures that the oil is free of pesticides and fillers and chemicals. We need pure oils. We don't need to buy oils that they're cheaper in Marshalls or in TJ Maxx, and they say in the box that because they're $10, you're taking 3 oils, and it says, but do not consume it internally or apply it into your skin. Why you want to buy essential oils that say do not put it in touch with your skin when you're going to put it in your diffuser? And some of the oils that you can doesn't have the label of do not put it in your skin, but it says do not consume it internally. Is like your skin is the largest organ in your body. How is it possible that they're allowing you to put it in your skin, but they're not suggesting that you can take it internally when this is an organ and is the largest one? And the quality of the oils depends in the sourcing, the distillation, and whether or not they're being tested properly for their potency. So the consistency in the essential oils guarantees that each bottle provides the same therapeutical benefit every time you use it. The beautiful part of doTERRA is that is exactly what we're talking about here: consistency, purity, quality. And make sure that you choose the high quality essential oils to ensure safety, effectiveness, and sustainable solutions for your well-being.
We've got 3 cool things to share with you about essential oils. That is, number 1, they're natural and safe. They are 100% natural and safe. That is doTERRA. There are no side effects. We joke around saying it's like versus essential oils versus pharmaceuticals. We give you side benefits versus side effects. You cannot become addicted to the oils. It is safe for all ages. You can just dilute accordingly. The extracts are from the plants, and they do have amazing health benefits that have been used for thousands of years. doTERRAs are certified pure therapeutic grade, which means they have been tested over 54 times, so they are pure and they are very potent. They are 50 to 70 times more powerful than the herbs themselves. For example, 1 drop of peppermint equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. Oils are also very effective, more effective than modern approaches to health problems. And part of this reason is because the essential oils permeate the cell membrane. So they work on a cellular level without those side effects or addictions. They can combat bacteria on the outside of the cell and prevent duplication of viruses on the inside. So we use the On Guard for immunity. It's a blend of oils, can soothe sore throats, and we can use it for cleaning the home and hands. It's the only thing I use in my home to clean. And I also take one of the On Guard soft gels every morning for my immunity system. And when you break it down, they are much more affordable than pharmaceuticals or any traditional medical care. They're just pennies per dose because you only use so little, because they're so potent. So it can actually save you hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs. And the average American does spend nearly $10,000 per person a year on medical costs. So it can definitely save you quite a bit of money. Lavender is calming for the mind, calming for the skin, and an antihistamine. So you can see all the different benefits one oil can provide.
I love it. That's why we love them. So the 3 ways to use the oils automatically. So we already said you can put it in the bottle and smell it directly from the bottle. It can calm your emotions. We talk about the olfactory sense. You can put it in a diffuser. You can put it into your hands and put it in, or you can put it into your pillow in a spray bottle. You can, and that will immediately help you to calm emotions, boost your immunity, your mood, open the airways, or purify, the room, or promote a good rest and sleep.
You can also
Topically, yeah, you go.
You can also use the oils topically by applying to any areas of concern, bottoms of the feet. You can soothe muscles, or some of our, like the deep blue, you rub it right on where the muscles are, any pain or aches. It can ease joint discomfort, can calm skin irritations, or support the immune system. I know my granddaughter, when she first started daycare, I made her the On Guard roller, which you see in the photo here. I made her an On Guard roller and told her mother to put this on the bottom of her feet every morning before she went to daycare. And about 6 months into daycare, her mom called me and told me that the school was closed for a few days because every kid there had the, what is it, foot, mouth, and hand.
Foot, mouth,
Foot,
and
mouth, and
hand.
hand. Yeah. And she took V to the doctor, and they did confirm that she did have it, but she had no symptoms. And Sophie said, was this because we've been using the On Guard? And I said, I guarantee it is. All the other kids had blisters all over their mouths and feet and hands, and V did not have any symptoms at all, even though she did have the virus. She didn't have any of the symptoms. So it works.
For sure works.
Yeah.
And internally, you can add a few drops into your food, into your beverages, into your vegetables. I mean, I clean all my fruit and vegetables with the lemon. I use it for, digestive purposes. Obviously, the ginger, the peppermint, you can take it internally. You can put it into your cooking and add it into your beverages to support your immune system. We know the On Guard blend, and we know cardamom, respiratory. We know obviously lemon, orange, all of those citrus to boost your, energy, make you feel good, detoxify your body, and obviously, support your cellular health. Frankincense.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So we're going to go through some of our favorite oils and systems for stress and anxiety. So our first one is the adaptive system. I know this is a favorite of both of ours. I always have my adaptive oil with me. And this blend is calming yet uplifting. So you can use it either way. I use the oil, I diffuse the oil. I always keep one in my car. I've got a little diffuser in my car, diffuse it there. The roll-on, I also keep one of the roll-ons in my purse just to use anytime I am like feeling a little bit stressed. And then I also keep those adaptive capsules on hand. And when I use those mostly is to help me sleep sometimes. And I like to say that it puts the brakes on the brain. When your brain's chattering 100 miles an hour, right? I can take one of those and just be fine. If I get some upsetting news or anything, I can pop one of those capsules, smell the oils, and within minutes feel a calming. The oils that are in the actual adaptive oil are lavender, which calms the nervous system and promotes relaxation. Wild orange, which uplifts and reduces anxious feelings. Spearmint encourages confidence and emotional clarity. Magnolia, everybody loves magnolia, it's one of my favorites, eases tension and promotes emotional balance. Rosemary supports cognitive function and reduces mental fatigue. Neroli helps regulate stress response and encourages relaxation. Copaiba supports the I never can say this word, endocannabinoid system for emotional stability, and sweet gum provides a grounding, calming effect. And again, you can use the oil aromatically, topically, and internally with the capsules internally, not the oil. And so this is one of my go-tos and one of my foundations for stress relief and my anxiety throughout the last few years.
Yeah, I love it. I love it myself. And like, I have it in my bag, and I have it always, all the time with me in my night table. Every time I cannot sleep, I just reach out for that and I put it on my temples and I roll over. My capsules, I don't take them as often, but because I can control a lot more my levels of when it really hits in. But when I'm really losing it, ready to like turn the kitchen or throw everything out the window or punch somebody, I take my adaptive capsule. Or sometimes at night, when the roller didn't work, I take my adaptive capsule at night and it's just like, ciao. Something very important to highlight is that this adaptive doesn't make you sleep. Regardless that Kim and I were saying it helps us to sleep. It doesn't make you drowsy. It doesn't relaxes you. It's just on the brain.
Yeah. Turns the brain off.
Yeah, one of my favorites, and it's like I think my number 2 favorite after the adaptive is this Shinrin Yoku. And Shinrin Yoku, it's a Japanese practice that it means bathing in the forest. So the the Shinrin Yoku is that blend, bathing in the forest blend. And what is doing this is exactly that, bringing you back to nature, reconnecting to trees, to roots, and grounding. And it contains a bunch of different oils that help us into that part of like being rooted and grounded. And I'm going to read you what are the components of them. It has lemon, patchouli, magnolia, Siberian fir, cypress, cardamom, hinoki, lavandin, grapefruit, geranium, lemon, and petitgrain. Many of these help to relax, but at the same time is trees and the magnolia, the patchouli, the trees, they have the roots, they make us feel safe, we anchor. The citrus, they help us to relax. And the magnolia, the patchouli, the hinoki is another tree. And lavandin is obviously the flower that relaxes the nervous system. So the Shinrin Yoku can be a blend that can help us to contribute to be energized with some of the citrus, but it helps us to rejuvenate and feel relaxed in a green space, regardless where we live. You can be in a plane in whatever 1,000 miles in the sky and where you're Shinrin Yoku. And actually, I love it as a perfume. It's like, I love it. Oh, you know what? I have to tell you guys, I just did my body lotion mixed with Shinrin Yoku. So I have, lotion, body lotion without an aroma, and I just put like 20, 30 drops of the Shinrin Yoku. And now it's like after I shower, I smell like Shinrin Yoku.
Yum, yum, yum. And of course, frankincense, the king of all oils, because it is known for all of its healing properties. So we like to say, if in doubt, frank it out, because if you don't know what oil to use, if you don't have resources to figure it out, grab your frankincense. And we have been blessed. doTERRA has blessed us with so many different options now. We have the oil, we have the roller. We also have the frankincense stick. which is calming. It reduces immunity. It's great for skin also. It's frankincense in general reduces inflammation, boosts immunity, promotes cellular health, and enhances that skin's natural glow. Emotionally, it calms the stress and balances the mood and fosters relaxation. So this is another one of the oils, copaiba and frankincense, which we'll talk about copaiba in just a moment. I take both of those, a drop under my tongue every single morning, and I started that as soon as I started with doTERRA for my nervous system. So I do a drop of that just to calm me, to help balance my nervous system. Spiritually, it grounds and centers, which makes it perfect for meditation. It is wonderful to use for meditation. It's just, it's so versatile, and you can use it for everything. And the boswellic acids that are found in it, found in the frankincense resin, are responsible for its powerful anti-inflammatory and healing properties, which the capsules, or the frankincense oil and the boswellic acids, can bind into the capsule. So it is a powerhouse, must have all of these products on hand for overall well-being and calmness, and to help with that anxiety and stress.
Yeah. It's great for memory, great for everything. Sometimes I take it to sleep with a drop or two as well.
Yeah.
Copaiba or copaiba, it's a Brazilian tree, and it's also a resin. So here we go into, it is an oil that has been used for centuries orally, internally, to support the cardiovascular, immune system, digestive system, and nervous system. Copaiba essential oil and CBD, the cannabis, share incredible benefits, but they work differently. Both support to calm, pain relief, and overall the wellness, but the copaiba interacts directly with your body. I cannot say the word endocannabinoid system.
Both I'm
And
not the only one.
and we have these CB2 receptors. So we have this system inside of us that help us to receive the copaiba. And when we take the copaiba, it's going to help us to relax better. And it says here, unlike the CBD, copaiba is distilled from resins that they're the trees, Copaifera trees, and they come from an original pure plant-based option with no legal restrictions or additives, which you cannot prove that all the CBD alternatives that are there, they can be safe and they can be pure, because we don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah,
So
and I can attest.
copaiba,
Go ahead.
yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, when you talk about the CBD, for 3 years I toured in an RV around the country, and I was taking, when CBD first came out, taking it to help me with my sleep. This was pre-doTERRA days. And everything of CBD oil I got from different places around the country affected me completely different. Some of it didn't affect me at all. Some of it had me high for 2 days. I mean, it was just, there was no regulation in it at all. So this has definitely been brilliant, adding it to my.
And what I love to highlight here is that something that we've been talking about is that not one oil is not only used for one single thing. They are very, how do you say that word? They can be used for many alternative ways. They are having very modalities. And the copaiba, it can help you to relax, but at the same time can help you with pain relief, can help you with inflammation and cardiovascular, needs. So it helps in so many ways. It helps into respiratory, it helps into the immune system, it helps with your digestion. So when you take copaiba, somebody that suffers from a lot of stress and anxiety can have a healthy routine of having adaptive capsules with the system, take their 2 or 3, depending on your preference, you can take 2 or 3 drops of the copaiba oil internally with 2 or 3 drops of the frankincense oil to get started on your day. Or if you prefer capsules because you're not going to be consistent with the oils and it's easier for you to grab 2 soft gels, then you have 1 copaiba capsule, 1 frankincense capsule, and 1 capsule of the adaptive, and then you are going to be in heaven. All of this is going to come down and you're going to be able to navigate and don't go out and kill people out there.
Yes.
And I will say having the rollers, at least the adaptive with you at all time, and having the roller of the copaiba probably for the bedtime, diffusing the copaiba and the frank in the night with your adaptive as well. But
Yeah.
Kim, you want to go?
Yes. And we do have some other favorites because just like if you've ever gone to a doctor and you've got something going on and he'll say, well, let's try this medicine. And if it doesn't work, we're going to try something else. Well, it's the same thing with the oils. Everybody, we all have different makeups. Our bodies respond to the oils differently. And so the systems and the oils we've been talking about are brilliant, but they may or may not work for you. And so we do have some other oils that we absolutely love for anxiety and stress. The Balance blend is very grounding and earthy. Wild orange is very uplifting. Cedarwood offers like a sense of community. And it's calming because you feel safe when you're in community. Bergamot, self-acceptance. Lavender is calming. And you can speak of this also with the lavender. It's like everybody knows lavender is calming, right? But for you, Gabriella, it's not so much, correct?
No, I cannot put lavender in my sleep because it wires me. I get super excited and for me, the lavender doesn't work. So for me, the cedarwood is fantastic to sleep, and another one called petitgrain that we didn't put here, or the Roman chamomile and cedarwood is fantastic for me to sleep, but not lavender.
Yep. And so you just have to kind of experiment and see what's going to work best for you. The calmer blend is a blend of lavender, ylang-ylang, Buddha wood, and Roman chamomile. And I agree with you. The Roman chamomile is just that, and vetiver also. And then the peace blend is so yummy. It's got vetiver, lavender, ylang-ylang, frankincense, clary sage, marjoram, and labdanum and spearmint. It's a yummy, yummy blend. That also, I sometimes keep that in my car as well when I'm driving. I drive long distance sometimes, and so that helps keep me calm there. So you just have to kind of play around with the different oils and experiment and see what's going to work best for you.
Yeah, and obviously the preferences, right? There's people that are like, oh, I don't like flowers or I don't like citrus, and then you can figure out what works best for you. Last but not least, serenity system. We have a serenity system here, and we know that with the stress, a lot of people don't have the ability to sleep. The serenity system, it's a blend of, again, a stick bar with the blend of serenity oil, but I'm going to read you what it is. But then we also have the serenity capsules. This has been a blend that has been, one of the staples for doTERRA for a very long time. But they just improve it in the last few years. And the fact is that I'm looking for my serenity ingredients. And the fact is that the serenity, it was so good, but then they just continued to test it and did like clinical studies to prove people do not sleep and they sleep. So they improved the blend, but they also made the capsules with another potent thing that, okay, so let's talk about here. So I'm going to tell you what is the serenity before I go further. Give me a second so I can read you the ingredients of it. And give me 1 second. So it has lavender, cedarwood, coriander, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, sandalwood, tonka bean, vanilla, absolute as well. So what you see here is a lot of what we talk about, right? The vetivers, the chamomile, the lavender. But then what they did is that they did the soft gels and then they put in there tart cherry that we know that it can support your body for melatonin production. So you put the Serenity into the diffuser, you take one or two of the soft gels, and then you can use the stick that is the blend of the oils that we say, but it also contains valerian root. So valerian, it's great for also relaxing, into the better sleep. And you can put that stick into your neck, your feet, and it's gonna make you sleep like the angels. So we wanted to put that because we know there's people that do not sleep. And last but not least, you want to talk about this, Kim?
Yeah, the wellness pyramid, just very quickly, we've got all of doTERRA's products are based on a wellness pyramid. And so they have the nutrition and digestion products, movement, metabolism, rest and managing stress, reducing toxicity, informed self-care, and then proactive medical care. And so looking at the rest and managing stress, that's kind of what we've been talking about today. But everything builds, so we're like the third level up, and looking at our nutrition and digestion, looking at our movement metabolism, that is also going to help with the rest or managing stress and anxiety. So we've got to use that pyramid, use those foundational wellness of the entire pyramid to, it's like we have to start at the bottom, basically,
Exactly.
and all of it to help with stress and anxiety for sure.
Have the solid foundation for that, right?
Yes.
So we wanted to put it in there, but now we want to show you how can you get your oils. And today we wanted to highlight, we have a stress and management kit that you have the adaptive system with frankincense oil, copaiba oil, and wild orange, and you will get a free diffuser. If you would like to make your own kit, we can also make your own kit. But also, there's other two options here that we just wanted to put in there that is like these aroma essentials. It's more economical. It's not necessarily only stress, but it will help you having the serenity, having the adaptive, having the balance, having that wild orange to help you to feel relaxed and to be grounded. Northern Scape is also very much of a smell of pines. And the home essentials. The home essentials is the basic for everybody. Everybody needs that one. We have here just three options for you to see. That is the price of wholesale when you buy with Kim or myself. And we have I have a special promotion for the end of the month. So, but if none of these kits make sense for you, we can make your own kit and find whatever suits you best.
Yeah. And so there are three ways to purchase. And we won't even talk about retail because you're our friends and friends don't let friends buy retail. There is wholesale. So it's like buying a wholesale membership at Costco, and you pay the yearly membership of $35 to access wholesale prices. So if you just go to the doTERRA site and you can pay your $35 membership fee to access your wholesale prices. But we'd like to see you get it below wholesale prices, which means coming through ours, using a link of ours, or purchasing through us, and either getting a starter kit like we showed you, or creating your own kit, and your membership fee is waived. And we can get you the most popular oils. And usually if you get the starter kit, the diffuser is already in there, and the bundled kits are a little bit less than wholesale price if you get one of the pre-bundled kits.
Exactly. And what are the perks and benefits when you buy with us? So for the whole year, you're going to get 25% off of all the purchases by having a membership. You're going to have monthly promotions and exclusive, discounted and offers in free deals. And then also you're going to have the community. We are a very large community of people that are passionate by the oils. And we have the community that are experts in all the matters that is related to wellness and holistic doctors. We have acupuncturists, Reiki masters. We have uh, holistic alternative medicine in our community, and you will be participating and having the access and education from those, and team giveaways and so much more. So
So we found there's 3 types of doTERRA people. So there's a lot of people, I guess like 80% or something, I'm not sure on the numbers, just want to use the oils. They want to live the wellness lifestyle. They care about their bodies, they care about their health and the health of their families, and they just want to be customers and purchase. And there are those that live the wellness lifestyle and love the product so much, and so they share with their friends and their family, and then they can get their products paid for, and by getting credit just using our referral. We have a great referral program, or you can host classes and invite your friends over and get actual cash. Or like Gabriella and myself, you can build a business and to earn income and make an impact on the world. I know for myself, I'm on a mission to revolutionize the healthcare system as we know it, because it's sick. Our healthcare system's sick. And so I am focused on building a business, and I look at this as a business and I treat it like a business. So there are those 3 types of people. So which one are you?
just to close, it's like, would you like to get free product, additional income, or multiply your income? Or do you love essential oils and natural solutions? Or are you passionate about serving others? If you have a yes in any of these 3 questions, we should talk and see if doTERRA is an option for you as a business and as a sharer. So, and get free product. So that's all what we have. Here is Kim's and my information as an email and an Instagram. And I'm gonna stop the recording.